Good evening and welcome to the regular town council meeting of June 18th, 2024. I'd like to call the meeting to order and ask everyone to stand and recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. We'll move on to item number 4, which is action of the town council. Nicole, can you please read resolution 2465?
Resolution accepting Michael G. Pett's resignation as town councilor and mayor.
We'll look for a motion from the council.
Move we accept resolution 24-65.
Second. Moved and seconded. All those in, is there any comments from the audience? This resolution? Any comment from the council on this resolution? Hearing none, since we're ready to vote, all those in favor of resolution 2465, please say aye. Aye. All those nay. Resolution 2465 passes. Nicole, can we move on to order 2405?
Order electing a mayor to serve for the remainder of 2024.
Look for a motion from the council.
The motion that we vote on order, we open discussion on order 24-05.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Is there any comment from the audience? No. All right, open up to the council. The suggestions.
I suggest Jason Hall, mayor.
Second.
Oh, absolutely.
Is there any other comments from the council? Since we're ready to vote, all those in favor of Jason Hall as the mayor to serve for the remainder of 2024, say aye.
Aye.
All those nay. And order 2405 passes. Do I need to be sworn in? Do we do that now or do we do it after the next one?
Probably not, so you continue the meeting.
Now it's good? Okay. I, Jason Hall, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution and will obey the laws of the United States and of the state of Maine. That I will, in all aspects, observe the provisions of the charter and ordinances of the town of Pittsfield and will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of mayor according to the Constitution and laws of the state.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Congratulations. I think.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate the vote of confidence. Nicole, we'll move on to order 2406.
Order 2406, order electing a deputy mayor to serve for the remainder of 2024.
Look for a motion from the council.
The motion we adopt resolution 2406.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Open this up to the residents for comment. No comment. Open it up to the council for discussion or nominate somebody.
Motion we adopt, we have Howie serve as deputy mayor. Second.
Is there anyone else?
I make a motion that Craig Jester serve as deputy mayor.
Okay. we can do just a show of hands for each of you. All those in favor of Craig being deputy mayor, raise your hand. All those in favor of Howard being deputy mayor, raise your hand. And that would be 4-2. So Craig Jester is the deputy mayor for the remainder of the 2024 season. Thank you, Howard. Appreciate it. Thank you, Craig.
You are my second.
Congrats.
vote. After Dr. Margaret.
If I get to come second to this guy, I'm happy. Any day.
Thank you.
You're not number one, you're number two.
That's right. Number one, the number two business.
With Cole, you need to swear Craig in.
Oh, boy.
I'll take the pictures.
I, Ronald Craig Jesser, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution and will obey the laws of the United States and of the state of Maine, that I will in all respects observe the provisions of the charter and ordinances of the town of Pittsfield and will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of deputy mayor according to the Constitution and laws of the state. So help me God.
Thank you, Craig. And we'll move on to item number 4, adoption of the minutes. Look for a motion from the council.
Move we adopt the minutes of June 4th, 2024.
Second.
Is there any comments from the audience on minutes from June 4th, 2024? Any comments from the council? That's it. All those in favor of passing the adoption of the minutes for June 4th, 2024, signify by saying aye.
All right.
All those nay. Ayes have it. We have adopted those minutes. Move on to item number 6, presentations, congratulations and introductions. There are none. Move on to number 7, which is public hearings, and there are none as well. Item number 8, reports. Jacob, do you have a town manager's report?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, thank you, and good evening, council. Pittsfield Summer Concert Series starts this Thursday. This week is Pittsfield's Got Talent, hosted by Rick Johnson. I am sure it's going to be a fun-filled evening filled with performances by some of our talented residents in town. The concert series promises to be a highlight of the summer season, bringing together residents for memorable evenings of entertainment. And thank you to Jan and Amy and their crew for all the work that they do to put the summer concert series on. It's impressive. Town staff have been working this week to get the town pool ready to open. Opening day is tentatively scheduled for this Monday, June 24th. Recreation Department is gearing up for a busy summer. Individuals can sign up for summer rec programs online at pittsfieldrec.com or by filling out a paper application at the town office. Main Street Committee will be meeting on June 24th. They will be reviewing the revised initial concepts of the Main Street project, discussing next steps and planning for the next public meeting. And finally, On Target Utility Services will be busy around town this week, converting Pittsfield's 334 streetlights to energy efficient LEDs. As I was writing this report, they had already completed the conversion process on Grove Hill, Madawaska, Waverly, Heartland, and some parts of Somerset Ave and Main Street. They're completing the major streets first, and then they'll start working on the side streets. Also included in your packet is department head reports and expense and revenue. I don't know there.
Excellent. Thank you, Jacob. Is there any comments from the audience? No. Any comments from the council on those topics? Excellent, thank you. Moving on to item number 9, old business, there is none. Item number 10, new business. Nicole, could you read resolution 2466?
Resolution approving the renewal application for an on-premise liquor license for P&D Golf Incorporated.
Look for a motion from the council.
Make a motion, we adopt resolution 2466.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Is there any comments from the audience on this? There is not. Any comments from the council? All right, since we're ready to vote, all those in favor of resolution 2466, signify by saying aye. All those nay. Ayes have it. Resolution 2466 passes. Resolution 2467, can you read that?
Resolution approving the business license for Troy Reynolds of renewal by Anderson of Greater Maine as a transient seller of consumer merchandise.
Look for a motion from the council.
Make a motion, we adopt resolution 2467.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Is there any comments from the audience? There's not. Any comments from the council on this topic? Or Jacob, is there anything you'd like to say on that topic?
No, this is just an application for him to go door to door selling doors and windows.
Okay, any comments from the council?
Nothing in our ordinances against that.
No. I'm asking permission to do so, so we allow.
All right.
Never seen this before.
Yeah,
We need to,
I'm like, oh, what?
yeah,
Pretty unusual.
did have to double take the whole thing. I wasn't quite sure what was coming up.
That is a great sale.
few and far between.
Well, I don't know, I just kind of feel like, you know, people get barraged on their phones and through their email and now people knocking on their doors.
Does, he doesn't really have, does he have to ask us permission to do so?
Technically, yes.
Oh, he does, okay. All right, since we're ready to vote, all those in favor of resolution 2467, signify by saying aye. Aye. All those nay. There are none. Resolution 2467 passes. Nicole, resolution 2468, please.
Resolution authorizing town manager to sign the Town of Pittsfield sponsor certification and file for the state sponsorship for the 2024 Maine Airport Pavement Management System update for Maine airports.
Look for a motion from the council.
Make a motion that we adopt resolution 2468.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Is there any comments from the audience? There's not. Is there any comments from the council on this topic, or Jacob, can you just give us a
Yeah,
brief?
this is really the process of the state, reviewing the runway and the condition of the runway. They determine a factor or, of course, I can't think of what it's called right now, but, they establish a number to the grade. And I think this happens every 3 to 5 years. They come in and do this.
Okay. Are there any comments from the council on this? Hear none, since we're ready to vote, all those in favor of resolution 2468, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All those nay. Ayes have it, resolution 2468 passes. Nicole, if you could read 2469, please.
Resolution accepting the proposal for town legal representation from O'Donnell PA.
Look for a motion from the council.
Make a motion that we adopt resolution 24-69.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Is there any comments from the audience on resolution 2469? There's not. Any comments from the council on resolution 2469?
Do we know what other towns they serve?
They serve the city of Waterville as a city solicitor. They serve Winslow, Benton,
Fairfield.
Fairfield.
Albion.
Acton.
Any other comments? All right, and since we're,
Did Jensen and Bar give a reason why?
I Not formally, but in talking with Natalie, it was mostly a scheduling thing for them. You know, for a Portland firm to try to schedule time to come to Pittsfield. Granted, it's infrequent, but that was something that she identified, and she's also moving to of council status. And those are the two reasons that were identified to me.
All set?
Yep.
All right, since we're ready to vote, all those in favor of resolution 2469. Please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those nay. Ayes have it. Resolution 2469 passes. Nicole, can you read resolution 2470?
Resolution authorizing the town manager and grant administrator to file an application to the state recreational trails program to renovate the recreational rail trail to not exceed $70,200 total project, $50,000 grant, and $20,200 in kind match.
Look for a motion from the council.
Make a motion, we adopt resolution 24-70.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Is there any comments from the audience? On resolution 2470? There is not. Is there any comments from the council on this topic?
What would be the extent of the trails that would be quote unquote renovated or?
I think it's just the rail trail.
Yeah, I think it's from Somerset Ave
Somerset.
to 152.
Okay, through the golf course?
Yeah. all
It's real more of a multi-use trail anyway, for walking, riding,
Yeah,
ATV, snowmobiling.
Yeah.
Buses, like,
Yes. Do we think the in-kind match will be all that difficult to? That's fairly simple to.
Yeah.
To match.
I'd say between.
I think 20 grand is not hard.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. I just, not sure.
Donnie's time and volunteers' time, all those things, and jobbies.
Yeah.
okay.
We used to do that.
Yeah, I just didn't know how stringent they
Is there
were.
anyone here from the Rig Runners?
I heard from them today, yes, and they are gonna write a letter, they're gonna be involved.
Okay.
in projects, so yeah.
I've sent them a draft letter that they.
Okay. Who heads that up? Who heads it up, the Rig Runner?
John Curtis is representing my election today.
Great. Any other comments? Since we're ready to vote, all those in favor of resolution 2470, please signify by saying aye. All those nay. Ayes have it. Resolution 2470 passes. Moving on to item number 11, discussion items. We need to fill the position of the town council with Mike stepping down, so I would look for any suggestions from the council or residents that would.
I nominate Lindsay Holmstrom.
has she been approached or?
Yes. I would wonder what our process is going to be, whether we are going to ask for open interested parties from the town or.
I mean, I think we've set the precedents in the past that we've kind of nominated folks and then we do a kind of a straw vote to vote them in and
And then they have to be
And then
voted
they-
by the town.
it would be a,
Right.
what's that? It'd be a resolution on the next council meeting. So I don't see it any different than how we've handled majority of the things that we've done like this.
So this is to finish the end of the year.
Yep.
And then there's an open spot on the ballot and you have to run.
Correct.
That's right.
Right or not.
Yeah, you take out papers in September for the November election, to start in 2020.
August.
Right? You have to take out everything in
August,
August and
okay.
September.
Yeah.
Which is coming right up.
And
Do we
then.
know those deadlines yet? Not yet.
Just finishing the other.
One election at a time.
Yeah, and I just got my first presidential package today, so.
So this is just to fill the term until 2025. And then The
I'd like
election
to
and-
nominate, Pete Lodgedice. He's consistently attended every meeting. I think he has a better attendance record than all the counselors that are currently sitting. I don't think he's missed a meeting this year, which
Sure.
we all have.
I mean, that's why we ask people to miss.
Yeah, we can ask people, you know, and he always has the packet in hand, is well informed and has, previous experience as well as budgeting experience.
All right. Any other suggestion? All right, I guess we will do a straw vote of, all those in favor of Lindsay Holstrom, please raise your hand. All those in favor of Pete Lodgedice, please raise your hand. It's 4-2. I guess if we can put a resolution on the next council meeting for Lindsay, that would be excellent. The next discussion item that we have is the town council meeting schedule, and that was something that I brought up. I know in the summer months, it's super busy. People have a million things going on with vacations and sporting events and other things that they're trying to do. I don't necessarily know that there's anything that's that critical that can't wait maybe a week or two. So I would like to, at least for the rest of this year, go to monthly town council meetings, at least until budget season. Once budget season kicks in, we pretty much go weekly at that point. So it's really just a few, I think it'd be July and August and probably September that we would meet once a month. Obviously, if there's anything that's emergent, that's time sensitive, we can have an emergency meeting. But I don't think there's maybe a need to meet every 2 weeks. And I think they did that in the past, I think, so.
Only for the month of
quite a
July,
few.
because there's usually a holiday that interferes with the.
Okay.
schedule.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's what I would like to see, just see how it goes, see if it works for everybody. I think talking to Jacob, he thought it would be something that we could do.
We could do it on the first or the third, or, you know.
I yeah, I don't know if that's,
Most holidays, I mean, right on the first or the very end of the month, right? So. Doing it that third week would probably be the best.
yeah, that's probably right. So you got the 4th of July, you know, so we would meet July 2nd, which is kind of a hectic week, same as like, you know, Labor Day is usually a pretty hectic time too for folks going back to school and whatnot. So yeah, maybe the 3rd Tuesday of every month wouldn't be a bad thing. It would just,
I would just add that if you choose to change your schedule, I would do it as a result at your next meeting. With what
Okay.
direction you want to. Whether it's canceling the first meeting of the month or the third meeting.
well, we could cancel the first meeting of the month now, right? Like we can say that we're not gonna have a meeting July 2nd because of the 4th, and then we can meet on the,
I think we've done that already.
we have in the past, yeah, we have in the past. But we hadn't talked about this year specifically. So it's just something I wanted to bring up. I think the majority of us, seemed okay with that, but obviously it's a group decision, so.
Is there,
Didn't know
is
you had
there,
thoughts.
is there anything in the charter that requires a certain number of meetings?
Not the charter, it's in the administrative code for the 1st and 3rd Tuesday of every month. But we can,
But the council rules also say that you can cancel your meetings.
Cancel the
Result.
meeting. And
With a
just leave the
resolve.
Administrative code as it is.
right.
Yeah.
And really, when you, yeah, so that'd just be canceling. Re-meeting.
So every third week, we'd cancel the next meeting on the first, but have a resolve for every. Wrong with that, It's easy enough, right?
Could, yeah. So can we cancel the July 2nd meeting?
Not really.
Okay,
I would,
You're trying to figure out how to get on schedule.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, okay.
I'm
guess
not
we
in
would-
favor of doing that. I think that there's certainly timely things that come up. That, you know, if we have businesses with licenses, we don't want to make them wait an entire month. In order to sign off on their licenses or permits. Certainly there's grant opportunities that we need to approve. And I would hope that we would have contracts coming for services that we would be addressing as well. One of them being the website, to make sure we get that squared away before our current one expires. I don't think the business of the town stops because it's summer. And we also. I don't know.
I mean,
I'm afraid of it.
Chris, I would make a point that it's 5 minutes to 7, we're wrapping up. You know, I mean, 30 minutes worth of business, we can do it an hour, once a month.
Right.
Why tie up? Why tie up the time, do we actually generate, I think this is where kind of part of the conversation comes for me, is. Are we able to, by condensing our meetings to one, actually bring in more citizen participation and attendance because there's one meeting?
Yes.
So kind of everybody's item or focus is gonna be addressed at one point. We kind of bring more discussion in. And then we actually get a better representation of what the town wants to see versus what 7 of us want to see, right? And I think that's what condensing that meeting to once a month gives us the opportunity of, especially in the summer, right?
That's why I'm in favor, of it, right? Cause for me, if it's twice a month and I'm gonna be at a softball game or I'm gonna be here. And I'm gonna miss 1 out of 2 meetings that month, I'm probably gonna miss the meeting to go to the softball game.
Right.
Whereas if there was 1 meeting a month, I'd make a point to make sure that there's pretty much nothing that would trump that.
Right.
Because I'm missing a softball game right now and it's bugging me a little bit, right? Because that's important to me too, but just
Right.
balancing, it's easier to balance. If what happens once a month, you gotta make it a priority.
And what has happened when people miss meetings, to go to other things that are really important to them, is that we don't have an appropriate numbers to vote, and so situations carry over.
Right.
Last time, so I would. While I prefer shorter meetings, I would be in favor of going to one if it meant we could get. Most of our group here and have our votes completed and move on.
I mean, I would say that. Jacob has done a better job of, kind of seeing what's coming. And we're not kind of flying by the seat of our pants a little bit, and we're not right up against deadlines like grant deadlines, contract deadlines, other deadlines, like, so we have some time, because he's looked out ahead enough where we can plan it better. And so I don't see things being as time sensitive overall. But that's just my
Have
feel.
other towns gone from 2 meetings or to 1? You know,
I've seen it happen.
has there been more, have you noticed or any evidence that there's been more participation or has been more efficient or better accepted?
I believe Scout Egan just recently did this. I was talking.
Yeah.
I haven't worked for a community that has done it, so I can't speak to that. I don't have that information.
Okay.
But it's a case by case basis. I mean, we're not gonna vote on anything tonight, right? We're
Yeah.
gonna write a resolve for the next meeting, just say, hey, maybe we'll skip to the next meeting. And if we think it's a good idea, we vote yes. If we think it's a bad idea, we vote no. I mean, this is.
Right,
we're not
yeah.
gonna- We don't have to be right or wrong tonight. We just gotta
Yeah.
know it's an option.
So we gotta ask for the resolve to be added to, so we would, tonight we would ask that it be the 3rd week that we would skip in July. To be on the schedule for next week to skip the 2nd
Yes.
July.
That's right.
meeting.
Yes.
Okay,
That's correct. And then
and then we can do
at
2.
that point, you could, yeah,
Can we do 2? So we would skip the 3rd week in July and the 1st week in August. Is that what we would put in there?
that's, oh,
To get on a schedule?
if you were to do it, I would think you would want to keep it consistent, and I might recommend doing it, just canceling the third meeting rather than going that
Right.
long at a time.
Yeah,
That one.
let's go with the third meeting.
What's that call for Labor Day? Because that's gonna put us right up against the two, right?
Yeah, maybe. But, I mean, you can put it on the agenda, and kind of leave it a little open, I would guess.
No, the first one in September is the day after Labor Day.
Yeah, day
The
afterwards.
third, right?
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that was just a discussion item. We don't have to come to a conclusion, but
So
maybe,
just looking at the calendar, July 16th, we have scheduled the Birchwood Terrace presentation.
I gave them a
So
head,
this would be,
I gave
like
them,
one of those things that,
I gave them a heads up that there was a possibility that that meeting would be canceled. They're prepared to do it first weekend, first meeting in August.
okay. Any other comments on that discussion item? Anybody? Moving on,
so if that,
Oops,
sorry.
not moving,
if
no, you're
that's-
good. So,
If that's the case, then cancel that, we need to widely publicize that presentation. Is gonna be on the 2nd of July instead of the 16th, and make sure that all the residents are aware
Yeah,
that's gonna change.
they're gonna mail out letters to everybody on Birchwood with the correct date.
Okay, anything else, Heather?
Nope.
All right, moving on. Is there any public comments tonight? Keeping it consistent, I like that. That's good. All right. Counselor closing comments, so I'll just go right to left. Craig, do you have any comments?
I guess I would just say, looking forward to kind of the next chapter in the council with some unfortunate changes that were kind of forced upon us, but, at the same time, I don't think that you'll see this council miss a beat. I think we're gonna keep on going in the direction that we have been, you know, putting some positive energy back into this town is fantastic. And looking forward to being rejoined by an individual that brings a lot to the table, in Lindsay. I think she is very well spoken, extraordinarily intelligent, and in tune with a lot of what's going on around this town. So it's gonna be good to see her back, and wish you well at the helm. That's it.
Heather?
Congratulations, Jason and Craig,
That it?
that's it.
Perfect. Howard?
Yeah, congratulations to the two of you. I will be here to support you. And looking forward to the next 6 months and moving ahead. I apologize for missing the last meeting. I wish Heather a very happy birthday. And she's still younger than I am. And will always be. And I want to thank you for nominating me as deputy mayor.
Thank you, Howard. Eric?
So I want to congratulate everyone on their new positions, Craig, Jay. I also want to thank Mike for what he did for the council when he was here, and appreciate that. It's not a big position, it's something you choose to do, and he did it for quite a while, so thank you for that. Happy birthday, Heather. I don't know if you're happy about your birthday or not. I'm also excited about where we're headed. Not that I was any less excited last meeting, you know, I think it's just change and be able to manipulate on the fly and be maneuverable and, you know, just be agile, right? So we're making changes and I'm excited about it. So yeah, let's keep tracking. That's it.
Natalia?
Congratulations, Jason. Congratulations, Craig. I voted for you, Dr. Markowski, but Craig was my second choice, I'm still satisfied. I just wanted to give a real quick community council update. Dan didn't step up to do that tonight, but just to let you know, we had another great meeting last night and we had our expert director on site with us yesterday in Pittsfield. So we were able to have dinner with her and we kicked off our first training session. It went extremely well. So we have a group of dedicated folks working very hard on this project. And we're making strides very quickly. So I think we're doing great. We'll keep this group apprised, of course. I think we have our formal interviews set up for the first or second weeks in July. And from there, we'll know what the next steps will be. And that's when we'll come back to this group with more information. Yeah, just looking forward to what's next. So excited to be here. Glad that you're here today, Dr. Markowski. Thank you.
How was dinner?
It was very good.
Okay.
It was very good. I'm like, what was it? We ate it empty. It was very good.
No lobster though.
No
Oh,
lobster.
wow.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in that, but otherwise it was very good.
Excellent, that's it. All right, I'd like to say, thank you to the council for nominating me for mayor. It's obviously a big responsibility, something I take seriously and try to work hard for, so. Just look forward to representing the town the best I can. Keep us moving in the right direction. I think everything we're doing is really positive. Obviously, you're seeing it in streetlights, you're seeing it all around town, and it's very exciting, so. Congratulations to Craig. Look forward to working with you, Howard. I appreciate you stepping up, and I'll probably lean on you more than you want, but I'd appreciate the help. Happy birthday, Heather, and I think that's about it.